Be happy. Start by being happy. Don't wait for an event or something to make you happy. Just be happy. And well, yeah, you can got happy hour over the no, but wait a minute. Even God told you, have a little wine for your stomach's sake and your many infirmities. Wow, that was being compassionate, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean, he was looking beyond all the say so about it. Well, no, I don't want to try that. No, no, this is harder for me to do, not saying what I could be saying. But the thing of it is, hey, I don't want to steal your thunder. You understand? I don't want to steal your, your emotional explosion, because that's what it really is. And and the thing of it is that immediately you start worrying about what you know. It's you putting up all the blocks that you can't get over or around or under. You're doing that to yourself. And how? By not feeling great. You're supposed to feel great. He did not put you here to suffer. That's why he gave you himself. See? Can you imagine that? A God who became a slave through your planning your future. He cannot interfere with anything you're doing, because then that would be breaking the trust that he gave you to choose this day. But you have to think about the choices. Everything is a choice. Everything that you do is a choice. And maybe it doesn't seem that you're making a choice, but actually you are. Because you're thinking ahead of your evidence, and as you see the evidence playing out, you know what you were thinking. If you can connect the dots. See, that's what you want to know. You want to know that you're actually thinking feelingly, and that is being portrayed in your life as your life. What you pay attention to has your life. What are you paying attention to? Jesus tells you to pay attention to what you're allowing yourself to entertain us up. It's all mind. You understand? It's all mind, and you're using your mind, but to do what? If it's making you happy, we'll expand on it.
Absolutely.
But if it's the hell on earth, you're told to bring heaven on earth. That must mean that it's not in heaven now. You don't realize it. We're told not one is worthy. So here we are all in hell. And to most of the world, it is exactly that. But you see, like I said, to the Lord belongs escape. And I know you say, oh, that's great for the Lord. Well, but you see, what you're being told is that you are him.
Yeah.
See, or he is you. Whatever. Yeah. Well, I was not so educated that I can spell this out for you, but I think I've narrowed it down to you ought to have it by now. You think?
I do. But I was having this conversation this week. Somebody had posted something on the YouTube channel because Neville Goddard said, God is your own imagination. And they protested about that. And I explained to them, until their eyes are open, they're not going to see it, and they're going to see God out there because of our predominant programming.
That's it. That's it. And he told you it's not complicated. It's we who are so complicated. We can't see beyond our little frailties. And God did not give man the spirit of fear. God did not give man the spirit of sickness. But you have choice.
Yeah.
So if you have it, then you must have chosen it. And if you can excuse your way out of that one, do so. You probably have done so a million times. I know I have a certain friend we have. First thing off, I actually haven't went to see him in quite a while because I just leave there always with a bad taste in my mouth.
I understand.
Really. I mean, and completely ignore the idea that you're responsible for as you think you are. That's it. There's the whole message. Think it lovely and a good report. There you are. Think it ugly and down.
There you are.
There you are. Yeah. But hey, look, God had to do it that way because God is perfection.
Yeah.
See, he made good and evil. See, he didn't say perfection because he was going to allow you to earn it.
Yeah.
And you will. In some time slot, I don't know how many down the road, but when you give up your ding dongness, and I haven't actually given it all. I like to think I did, but you see, the thing of it is, it's psychological testing. See, that's what you're doing. You're looking at yourself psychologically, and it's quite different. That is, it'll get better and better and better as long as you stay focused on the idea that you are perfect. You're doing see, God had to give responsibility for what happens to someone else because he's perfect. A good wouldn't have been good enough for that. See? And so he allowed us to create whatsoever. Remember that word, whatsoever. And experience it, but nothing has happened. You see, because spirit is not injured at all, and everyone is a spirit. I mean, you may not have discovered it yet, but you will eventually, and even when you do, and for that moment when you realize what we're saying, if you don't open it and quicken it, it just goes away. Why? Because you didn't pay attention to it. What has your attention has your life. And if your life ain't going good, man, you're paying attention to the wrong thing. I mean, yeah, I know. I put it so bluntly. My wife says, why do you let him talk to you like that? And they told her, well, because we're learning.
Absolutely.
And I can't tell her nothing. She goes,
Well, you know what they say, right? A prophet is not without honor except in his own home.
oh, yes. I missed that. Yeah, I did. I missed that. I mean, I'm sure I read it plenty
They
of
say
times.
hometown, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the thing of it is that we got blindsided because we thought that it was going to be complicated, and he made it so simple that nobody can really believe it can be that simple.
Yeah.
And that's what I hear. Oh, it can't be that simple. Well, but God made it so that it can be that simple.
Yeah.
See, he's trying to break through your feeling of whatever you're feeling.
Yeah.
It isn't lovely enough to report, but he's trying to get to you to tell you you're the only enemy there is.
Hmm.
You may not be packing a gun or anything, but you're the only enemy there is.
Wow.
And it's self-denial. That's what you want it, but you don't have it. It's self-denial. Because you're given to have it. He told you to choose this day. And it is this day. And it always is this day.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's not always is that you ain't always on the track.
Yeah.
But you have been at moments at a time. But you didn't open it and quicken it. So it went away. And I know because I know how many times I had to start all over again. Start at square one. You know. But the thing of it is I did it. And the only reason I did it was because I believed what I heard from Neville Goddard. I mean, there was a sincereness in his voice that just preceded anything else. You knew that he knew.
Absolutely.
See, and that's what you wanted. You wanted to know that you know.
Yeah.
But that's what he was trying to give you. That you know, first person, present tense experience, and it doesn't have, if the whole world didn't know, you know.
Absolutely.
Do you want to know? No, that's a fair question, isn't it?
It is.
Do you want to know? And everybody will say, oh, yes. Well, then what are you going to do to know it? Huh? Huh? Sit down, be still, and know that I'm God. That's the difficult part. That's the hard part. You can't do that. See? That's what they tell me. Oh, I can't do that. Why? Why not? Why can't you? He gave you choose this date, choose that. Sometimes it seems so simple. I don't know if I'm telling them right or not. Well, because that's the main objective, or objective, is that it just sounds too simple.
Yeah.
But understand who gave it to you. God. He even gave you himself. He gave you his power. And he told you, choose this day. You have God's power to choose this day. And all you have to do is just do it. Do a thing, and you shall have the power.
Hmm.
See, what are you reading scripture for? To prove what? See, it isn't that you read it. It's that you accepted it and tested it. He tells you, test me. And this is, God is telling you, test me now herewith.
Mm-hmm.
God is telling you, first person, present tense, you turn to me, I'll turn to you. That's an invitation that everybody should just be jumping up and down over. He's telling you, well, let's talk. But you believe you're talking to a God who doesn't understand people. Well, after all, he made you. What's to know, dummy?
You said something. You said that everybody should be jumping up and down, and they should. The problem is, like I believe, they think that if they start to know God because of religion, that they're not going to no longer be themselves.
They have to know what they want.
Yeah.
I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.